Okay, guys, I'm gonna take you on how to message buyers professionally. Let's say buyers that contact you with a foreign language. How do you get to respond to them? Now, let me get to a message of such kind. Okay, a buyer request. Now we find the one, two, one. Okay, this is one. Now, just imagine you got a buyer request like this, and you want to message the buyer to apply for such request. First thing you do is copy this request and take it over to Google Translate. Google Translate. It's a web app, so all you just got to do is copy the language you want to translate into the panel. Now look at this part by the left. You see detect language. Here you can make your choice of your language if you are specific about the language you want to translate from. But let's take for instance you are not sure about the language you want to translate from. You just click on detect language, and then on the other panel you see English. Okay, now detect language, that's when you're not sure about the language you want to go from. And then the other part is where you get to choose the language you want to translate to. Now I click on my tab and I paste my content. Now it automatically translates to the language of my choice. Now let's say I want to translate to another language like Portuguese. You see it changes it to another language. Now you see it detected the language as Spanish. Now let's say I'm translating from the Spanish to Yoruba. It will take me, and here you go. So you see bow and rest. Now I can translate, I can switch over, let's say from Yoruba to Spanish. Now all you just got to do is click on this tab, swap language. Now I can switch from um, Yoruba to Spanish, and then I can take it over to English. Now you see, so let's say your buyer is a Yoruba speaker and you don't understand Yoruba. All you just got to do is copy the language and then go and paste over at the inbox section. Now let's take over the original language we got there. Now you see the buyer's request, so all what you got to do is go to Google Translate, paste and copy. Now upon pasting and translating the language, all I do is come to this bottom part and click copy. Or let's say I need just a section of the message, I click and I navigate through, highlight and copy. Simple as that. Then I go over to my inbox section and I paste on messages. So in the same pattern, I copy the language. Let's say the buyer, let's say the message converts from the buyer request. All I got to do is copy the messages the buyer sends over to me and paste them in Google Translate. And upon making my response, I copy again upon translating, swap the language, and then copy over to the inbox. And so simple, and the communication flows just like that. So I hope you get the illustration. Thank you very much.